Hello, hi, and welcome back. Sorry, I had like my phone playing a TikTok and everything else playing around at the same time because I've been trying to eat my breakfast. But no, hello. We are officially at day 3 of some more Dragon Age Veilguard times, which I am, as you can tell, I am a little bit exhausted. Yes, you can, yes, Tuttle, you are here. Hello. Hello! Oh. And hi, Ro. Guess you're no longer oppressed. Twitch finally lets you speak. Oh, that was so ridiculous. I could not believe 2 days that was happening for, where it was just literally being like, so you thought you wanted to talk? No, it's great. It's so great to see you there. So what was I saying? Yes, it is day 3. And as you can tell, I may be an itsy bitsy bit tired. Yeah, when you're out hanging out with friends, so after gaming, you had to go out and then interact with human beings. And you were drinking a little bit. No, only a little bit, like 3 standard drinks. And then you had to drive home that night. I got to bed at like 12. I was just exhausted. Yesterday just used up all my spoons. Any energy I had yesterday was completely used up. And I probably even used some energy from today, to be quite honest. So yeah, that's where I'm at. A little tired. But that does not stop me from playing some Veilguard. I will not be taking a break until we fucking finish one playthrough. One playthrough, that's all I'm asking. But, yes. So, yesterday we finally collected all the rest of the companions. Less bouncing off the walls this morning. Like, honestly, I probably will be back to being bouncing off the walls as of tomorrow. Because I'll play my normal 8 till 4, and have like a solid couple hours nap, and I'll debate if I play a little bit more tonight as well. And it'll just come down to how energetic I'm feeling. Oh, but yeah, no, just interacting with human beings in person is so difficult, especially when like everyone's like talking at each other and you're trying to keep up on conversations. I used to be like, I literally used to be quite an extrovert, but like COVID really changed me. Hanging out at home most of the time, meeting people online instead, so I was able to kind of like, I feel like there's a level of control that you have when you're talking with people online where you don't feel like you're expending so much energy. Comparative to when you're talking to them in person. They are so fucking tiring. And that's where this has come from today. I'm just like, I'm peopled out. Just completely peopled out. So I'm happy that I get to go back to my 2D characters. So yeah. So yeah, mind you, like, it's what's currently 8:35, and I woke up at 7:45. So like, I'm literally straight out of bed, and I've just cracked open my monster. Ugh, it's okay, we'll get there. So, last night, we actually did quite a bit of stuff in Arletham Forest. How to say this? I remember when they first released the information regarding Veilguard, they were kind of like, oh, it's going to be a bit more of a linear streams, I think people online as well, mostly, are talking interested in the same things, which I think helps and lets me tone down. Yes, and I completely agree with that as well. You get a lot more energy when it's something that that's something you enjoy talking about. And because you're bouncing off each other really well as well, that energy grows, yeah? And like you'll see that happen throughout the day too. It's like as I'm talking with both of yourselves, Broken Turtle, like as we talk and as I get more excited about what's happening in the game, my energy grows with that. Regardless of the fact of how quiet I am now, because there's just so much building up, I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be so great. So I love it's quite true. Yeah, no, Olithan has so many little puzzles. That's what I was saying. I heard that this was going to be a much more linear game than what BioWare has created in the past, because we know how like Inquisition was very open world. Very, very open world. And so was basically Origins and Dragon Age 2. I anticipated it not to be so having so many side quests again, because they were like, oh, like we did add side quests, but we made sure that it's relevant to the storyline, la 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 la. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Anything would be more linear than Inquisition. True point, actually, true point. But yeah, there was just something that they had said that I must have misunderstood. Because they were all like, because like I said, they were all like, oh, that we made sure that any and all the side quests that they put in are actually relevant to the story and feel like they actually have an impact to the game and the choices that you make and all that kind of stuff. And I can see what they mean, the factions, the being able to access more armor, weaponry, things like that. Like I can see where doing your faction quests to be able to get more respect, loyalty, and things like that. I can see how that's working. I didn't think there'd be still that many quests. Yes, thank you. Yes to both of those. Yeah, like there'll always be a path to follow, and it's like, well, yes, you have a path to follow, but also look at all these other things you can do. Like it still feels like it has that open worldness to it where you get to explore so much. So yeah, like so it must have just been, yeah, the way that maybe they kind of said, oh, it's definitely more linear, just to kind of like make people a little bit be a little bit less like, shit, is that another Inquisition? Because I think as much as we do love Inquisition, it had its failures. It really did have its failures. So no, like I am thoroughly enjoying that you've got these little side quests. Yes, that is exactly how I interpreted that. More linear, and it just went, we're not going to have as much stuff. Because when I hear linear, I hear things like Uncharted, you know? Like, you go to this place, you explore this place, move on from this place. That's what I anticipated it being, that you can't really travel back to these areas. But no, you are traveling back. You get to see these areas, explore these areas. Which I love. I do love it. I've always loved open world games. So this is quite fun. Alright, so we've got a couple of people to talk to. Oh, I should be able to... Like the mini worlds Inquisition. I think the problem was how many different ones there were.
The fires are lit.
Yes! Oh, what did I get? Found at least 20 mementos and returned them to the caretaker. Nice. Okay, what can I enchant? You know what? I probably will enchant this. How can I enchant this one? Oh. Fire resistance, cold resistance, necrotic resistance, electricity resistance. Oh, look at that later. So yeah, I'm absolutely thoroughly enjoying this though. It's so nice. Like, there are plenty of games with bigger, more overwhelming maps than Inquisition, but they are always one map that helps curb the overwhelming sensations, I think. I also feel like there were a lot of like... Oh, it was almost too many quests in each region. Like, you landed, and suddenly it's like, here, have like 6 things to do. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, damn! Yeah, and most of them were definitely fetch quests. Which I fucking hate! Aww.
Wow, thank you.
I got an elven artifact! Alright, let's go talk to Nev. Whom it's going to be harder to create a bond with, but that's fine. You are coming back with me. Yeah. Part of the problem was they wanted you to go do some stuff and leave. But there was 1, no indication you should leave. 2, they spent 2 whole games teaching players to do everything before leaving because you can't go back. Yes. Yes. It's like they basically what Marvel did, where it's just like they oh, there's the word for it. I know what the word for it is. They conditioned us into being like, you need to do this kind of shit before you move on. Inquisition happened. We're like, so we're going to continue doing this now. No, you don't need to. But I'm going to. Oh, goodness. Alright, let's talk to Nev.
Nev. So back in.
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there?
I do.
I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the time you need.
Oh. I enjoy people roast me as I No pacing, and that was somehow the player's fault. It's always the player's fault, don't you know about that? So Nev has definitely got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder now. And respectfully, it makes sense. I mean, Rathers is burning. And fair enough on that. Have you never... If it's for a movie that I actually enjoyed, I do stay around for the credits now. But I don't think a lot of them are even doing credits anymore. I think it was like after Avengers, it's like it's a hit and miss if you get one now.
It looks like our boy Asan is feeling his oats. Or whatever Griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
Well, at least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
Cool. Also that. It's your bestie. Yeah, it's funny because the last movie that I went saw in the movies was the new Deadpool movie. Deadpool and Wolverine, which was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. I do love a good Wolverine movie, and Deadpool is just quite fun. Whoopsies. But yeah, I don't actually go to the movies anymore. Because there's just... Because, yeah, a lot of it gets released, you know, on Netflix or Disney Plus or fucking whatever really, really quickly. Like, really, really quickly these days. So it's kind of like, I just wait a few months and I can watch it from the comfort of my own home now. Unless I feel like the movie is 100% worth me kind of going out and... By the way, dropping like $60 just to go see a fucking movie, that's where it comes from now. It's like, that's where a lot of it is, the decision-making process for me. It's like, do I really want to, what is it, $25 per ticket, basically, is what it costs. That's, and then we've got 3 people that always come together. It's me, my husband, and Kitten. So that's already $50 there. So $50 for 2 adults, and then, like, she's cheaper, but let's just round it up to 25 anyways, right? Let's round it up to 25 anyway. So you got $75 there already. And then say you want to do food there too. Popcorn and drink is another $30. It's $100 to go see a movie as a family. It's a lot of fucking money. And it's not money I'm willing to spend on a subpar movie or a movie that I don't know whether it's going to be worth it for me to watch. So when Deadpool and Wolverine was the last one I watched, the one prior to that, it was... a year? I'd say it was almost 2 years before I saw a movie again. Deadpool and Wolverine were the last one that I watched for a very, very long time. We go and hit up Hoyts. I know reading cinemas can be cheaper as well, but the timing for the movies just doesn't work for us sometimes. And then there's like Village cinemas that are even more expensive. Yeah. I think it's just location and where you're going. But yeah, Hoyts and Village are ridiculously expensive around here. That's why. Cineplex does have much cheaper tickets, but there isn't one around my area. There used to be a reading cinema near me, and that's gone now. It's just Hoyts and Village. So yeah, it's fucking expensive to go to the movies around here.
Never be a deer. Good to know.
He'd probably leave them alone.
Probably?
You and I see a deer. Maybe he sees venison souffle. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davrin.
Oh, Daddy Davrin!
Suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that?
Dungeons.
Yet here I am.
You fucking know what, though?
not
I
so
think that was
bad,
the same
is
with
it?
me, because I don't think I watched anything
Not
after
the
Dungeons
path
and
I
Dragons.
expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
Oh, fuck off. He's actually really sweet. I actually like this because in my head, as I was listening to him talk about how griffins are killing machines, right? Or like they were bred, quote unquote, to hunt darkspawn. I'm like, well, they're predators. Like, we know that they're predators. Doesn't mean they were designed to hunt darkspawn. It just so happened to be the big animal that it could fight, right? And him going down that path of like, maybe they could have, you know, a less danger-fraught life. I'm like, oh, that's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe they can have that kind of life. That's so damn sweet. Alright, cool. Don't go against nature. Give him time. There is for everyone. Let's go.
I'd like to think everyone can find a new path. Even griffins.
Just wish I knew what it was.
Doesn't every good parent?
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
Not anymore.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Herlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about? Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Indignant squad.
Right. Thanks for the chat.
I love that. Hassan's just like, you what, mate? You fucking what?